I actually invited a good friend of mine. His name is Jit. So Jit is the founder of Ideas and Inspiration, and his YouTube channel has about 200,000 subscribers. And he's one of the person that I looked up to in terms of YouTube, creating engaging content, and he is someone whom actually the videos in Ideas and Inspiration have been picked up by Goldcast and Daily Motivation, and I'm actually bringing him on board to also share his thoughts and his journey on how did he do video content that are engaging, especially on his YouTube channel. So let's bring him up. Hi, Jay.
Hello, hi Renee. Thanks for having me on your show. Well done on finally going live.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as I was mentioning earlier, I'm going to share on the how to actually make your video content engaging, and I believe that you are someone who can also share some of your tips because of your YouTube channel that has been growing.
Yeah, we're just very fortunate to see this kind of growth. It was something
Yeah.
that I think you should know. It was never planned for, but to have this kind of growth out of a sudden, it's just very, I would say, motivating. It's very enriching. It's empowering, and it just shows us that we're on the right track and we're doing the right things.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
So I personally will be sharing 3 tips later on. But before that, I'm gonna pick your brain a little bit in terms of probably share your journey or share your experience on how to actually create or how to actually make your video content engaging, because I feel that I mean, as you know, the one goal that you should have when you create video content, right? It is supposed to, you have to basically make it as engaging as possible. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Because I personally feel that engaging videos will be far more effective in any niche that you are in, or in any field that you are in. For those who are actually watching, right, if you have not created videos for your business, for your content, you should actually create it now, because statistics do say that 81% of people out there actually watch videos because they want to know more about you, they want to know more about your business, and they want to know about your thought process. So yes, back to the question, Jit. How do you, your personal opinion or your personal thoughts on how to actually create or make your videos content engaging?
Yeah, I think you see that is very good question for sure, because the reality, like you said, is that the world has moved digital. It's been going on for a while now. Everything has moved to the digital space. So that's the reason why even when it comes to content marketing, it's videos, because videos captures attention. People are selling whatever services that they're selling online these days without having that ability to do face-to-face selling anymore. Training industry, speaking industry, everything is being done virtually now. Online training is at a boom right now because that's how people are consuming information. Even right now with content creators, like myself, we are on YouTube, we're creating content, and it's all video based. So with videos, the number one goal for any form of video that we are making, whether it's for content marketing to sell a service, a product or service, or if it's just educational content that we're putting up on YouTube and then monetizing it, or online training programs, webinars that we are creating, the goal has to be about making it engaging. Because if not, what's the point, right? What's the point of doing a video and having it up there if it's not going to be engaging? Then people are not going to watch it. They're just going to watch a while and they're going to realize, hey, you know what, this content does not, I'm not attracted to this content. There's nothing in this for me as a viewer. And I'm just going to move on to the next content. And so that has to be there. The content must be engaging. And I think that's got to be the first principle. Every content creator, everyone that's making videos have got to remember that it's got to be engaging, because if it's not engaging, what's the point? People are not going to watch it. That's going to be a dropout. So once you realize, that the content has to be engaging, now, in my opinion, the next question is you have to be very clear behind what is the intent of your video. What's the intent of the video that you're making? For example, again, like I said, you may be making the video to sell a product or a service. It could be an ad video, where you've got only about maybe 15, 20 seconds to have this video up to get the attention of people to sell a product or a service. The video that you're making could be a 20-minute training video that you are putting it up on YouTube to train people on a certain skill. It could be part of an online training module that you're probably going to put up, let's just say, on platforms like Udemy or Skillshare, for people to now buy those online programs and consume them. Or it could be just a vlog that you're doing, to share with people. As an influencer, you're sharing with people what your lifestyle is, your daily life is, and just as a pure vlogger. Once you know what your intent is, that means the purpose of your video, now you can start creating the kind of videos that's going to fit or suit your audience. Because people who are signing up for a training program have got very different expectations from people who are watching bite-sized educational content, like 15 minutes and under on YouTube. Yep. Same goes, people who are looking at advertisements on YouTube or Instagram, they know it's an ad the moment they see it. But some people still do watch ads, but their expectations now is very different, which means within the first 10, 15 seconds, you must get them already, because sometimes that's all you have, right? 15 seconds to make an ad. If you're doing a vlog, whether it's a food vlog, now you've got to know what kind of videos are already existing in the marketplace that's gaining a lot of traction. And you want to keep your timing between that, because once you know what your intent is, you will now know what are the kind of audiences that's going to be attracted to the kind of videos that you're making. Then you want to keep to what I like to say is the formula for success by modeling excellence. That means modeling the success of what other people have already done. If you want to make a food diary, let's just say a food vlog, there's already a lot of other people who've got successful food vlogs. It doesn't mean you cannot be just as successful, but for a start, just go and see what are they doing in terms of the length of the video, the kinds of editing that they're doing, the kinds of angles, what are they doing? Because obviously, they have a huge following. That means they have a measure of success in terms of creating engaging content. And for a start, what you're doing is you're modeling excellence. You're looking at what's working, and then you are implementing it for your own videos. And after that, once you are more familiar with it, then you can look into how you can adapt it and bring in your own flavor, your own feel, your own dimension to those kinds of videos. Okay, so simply put, you have to know the intent so that then you know what kind of videos to make, who your target audiences are. And I suppose one other principle you got to remember is this: when it comes to creating engaging content, when it comes to creating engaging video content, especially for the digital space, I think we must remember this. And I learned this the hard way as well, which is, in the digital space, the online audience have the luxury to click away at any point of time. Okay, so it changes the whole ballgame, the whole dynamics of video. Because in the past, when we were watching, let's just say, broadcast TV, and when we are watching broadcast TV, whether it's a Channel 5 or Channel 8, we are watching a TV show, and we all are familiar with advertisements coming in between. So more often than not, when an ad comes on, if we were to think about it, most people might just sit down because they know that ads are only going to play for about 2 or 3 minutes before the program continues. So 2 or 3 minutes, they will just sit there, take that as a little breather, and then once the ads are done, then the program will resume. Some people used to take that as the break they needed, whether it's the toilet break, whether it's to go and top up that cup of coffee or grab something from the fridge for a quick munch, and then they come back and they continue with the programming, because choices were quite limited before. There was only just a few broadcast TV channels, And if you've only got that, so it's either you watch what's on or you just switch off the whole TV. But with the online space these days, it's very different because it's got unlimited content.
Yep.
You go to YouTube, there's so much of content on YouTube, which means 30 seconds into a video, if I don't like what I'm seeing, if it's not engaging, it's not capturing my attention, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to click to another video. I'm not going to wait and see if this gets better. I'm not going to wait and hope that, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure there's going to be some golden nuggets. In fact, no, I'm not going to wait for all that. I'm going to decide in the first 30 to 45 seconds whether I want to continue watching this video or not, because if it's not for me, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to click away and I'm going to go to something else. That's the luxury of that's the luxury that the online audiences today enjoy. Okay, and that is why it is so important for you to create engaging videos, because you don't have a lot of time. If you have a 20-minute video that you're making, and if you're keeping all the best stuff to the end of the video, and a lot of fluff in the beginning, a lot of credibility, you're trying to establish credibility, you're trying to do all kinds of things except get to the point, guess what's going to happen? By the time you get to the point, you don't have anyone that's watching, and those videos are not going to go viral. So so if you ask me, for us, that's what I've learned. Even when producing ideas and inspiration videos these days, my goal is always this: get to the point straight away. If the video is about how to create engaging content like what we're doing here today, we got into it straight away, so that we give people what they came for. And then we can move on with another flow. But you don't have a lot of time. So get to the point. I suppose that would be my other tip for engaging videos. Just get to the point.
I think just like you mentioned about creating content for your audience. I feel that is something, that is one of the tips that I'm actually going to share